Morning. Well, we got to messing around with this front end and these Crown Vic front ends. I hear people talk about them all the time, how fabulous they are, which I understand because they don't weld in. So for the people who don't fabricate and don't weld, I guess this is, the cat's meow. I was told that the front end was, all he said was 4 inches wider than the car. Okay, it turns out that it's 10 inches different. Now, 4 inches, that gives you 2 inches on each side. I can kind of hide that. 10 inches, I can't hide that. And you would have to add, again, you'd have to add 5 inches, either a subframe or to this frame or whatever, to make that front end work. Now the other problem is, that's what you've got. That's what it's going to be. And these wheels that are on here, the spares, so they're offset. They're about as close to a zero offset all to the back, and they still stick out, so it's going to be completely ridiculous looking. So it's a no-go in my book. I found Mustang 2 front ends for this. This car was in the Aire group that the Mustang 2 front end was $1,200. They're not much. He talked about somebody that I think a painter has an actual Mustang 2 front end out of a Mustang 2, which I've done before on a 38 coupe. That's the way I would go, with this. I'd just go ahead and either stick, personally, I'd spend the $1,200 and get something that, you're not going to spend a ton of, it's, setup time, but since the front end is basically width-wise and stuff, it's already made for this frame. There's trimming, you got to trim the pinch and, all kinds of stuff like that. Of course, get the old front end out, clean it all up, put the new front end in, find your centers, which that's what I'm doing here. I don't know where my lasers are. I think they're out in the trailer, but I'm not going to go dig, but I can do this with plumb bobs, so no big deal. I can find my center with plumb bobs, get the car good and level, get your setup here, find your centers, transfer them to the frame. Not a big deal. Don't have to have lasers. So I don't know what he's going to do. I'm going to continue on. I'm going to go ahead and get this set up, get the centers marked, so we've got those on the frame, and let's see what he wants to do. But yeah, the old Crown Vic front end is not the end all to the hot rod world. It works for what it works for, but don't work for this one. So anyway, all right, I'll check back later.